Hey guys, thanks for watching TFBTV. I'm Joel. Today what I have for you, you have never seen before. So just being introduced at the 2019 NRA annual meetings from Henry is their new line of lever actions with loading gates. Let's get into this review.
If you're not aware, Henry rifles go all the way back to 1860 when Benjamin Tyler Henry designed the .44 Henry rimfire. His design was quickly adopted by soldiers fighting in the American Civil War due to the ability to load and fire quicker and with more reliability than muzzle loaders being fielded at that time. Now fast forward 159 years and the Henry Repeating Arms Company is still making some of America's finest lever action rifles. Up until now, however, they have never offered a rifle with a side loading gate. Customers have continued to ask for this feature, however, and Henry's answer is the all-new H024 Cowboy Carbine. The H024 will initially be available in .30-30, .38-55, and .35 Remington, with other calibers and finishes to follow in the future. I had the opportunity to run the .30-30 and the .38-55, and we'll be shooting those today. But first, a few specs. The receiver is hardened brass with polished brass finish, drilled and tapped for Weaver 63B mount up top. The magazine tube will hold 5 rounds. The barrel on each model are 20 inches long, have a 1-in-12 twist for the .30-30 and a 1-in-18 twist for the .38-55. The stock is a straight grip American walnut with some very nice checkering and scroll work, offering that timeless look. The Cowboy Carbine weighs in at 7.5 pounds and offers fully adjustable semi-buckhorn sights. It has a transfer bar safety and will MSRP at $925. TFB writer Rusty S. says this about the new Henry Cowboy Carbines. Hornady was nice enough to provide me with some 150 grain RN American Whitetail cartridges, as well as some 140 grain Monoflex and 160 grain FTX Lever Revolution cartridges. After some sight adjustment, I was able to get some groups going at 50 and 100 yards. Off a front sandbag rest, groups with all 3 loads at 50 yards were about 2 inches, while the 160 grain FTX load was the best performer at 100 yards with a 2.8 inch group measured center to center. This was using the buckhorn sight, which is not the best precision tool. If one's going to use this carbine as a real shooter instead of a safe queen or to hang over one's fireplace, I would highly suggest a leather cuff to go over the butt plate. Shooting from standing, kneeling, and sitting positions was much more enjoyable, however. Perhaps it's from a lot of practice and use of my Marlins as hunting guns, but I always found myself using the new side loading gate on the Henry to reload or top off the mag. Such a feature is very much my preference on a lever gun, and I was thankful to have it. You know, my personal experience shooting the new Henry was a little different, but not necessarily in a bad way. Due to my club closing down the 100-yard range without telling anyone, I was limited to a 25-yard bay and crappy plinking ammo this time around. My accuracy test was performed with a sandbag for a front rest and just my shoulder at the rear. The .30-30 gave me approximately 1-inch groups at that distance, while the .38-55 was closer to 3 inches. Rusty was able to get considerably better results using a steady rest and nicer ammo, so I think we should treat my groups like we treat flyers and throw them out. The gun likely shoots better than I did this day.
Well, all in all, guys, I would say these are impressive lever actions, you know, and the addition of the new side loading gate makes it just that much more attractive, I think, for a lot of people. That's been a major complaint, and for them to answer this way is a big positive. You know, you're going to be seeing a lot more of these guns in the coming months. They are a pretty nice piece of history, and it seems like everybody should own one. I may have to pick one up myself. Hey guys, thanks for watching TFBTV today. You know, take a minute to go over and check out our sponsor, Ventura Munitions, and also consider supporting us through Patreon. I hope you appreciated the review of the brand new side loading gate lever action firearms from Henry. These things were a lot of fun to shoot. I will say both the 30-30 and the 38-55 that I had available to me were very soft shooters, although the 38-55 was a little bit more of a joy to shoot. Hey, stay tuned for another great video. I've got one of these in 6.5 Creedmoor coming soon.